In this video, we are going to continue with the trims, but we have already seen most of the trimming in our previous videos. But what we are going to do now is we are going to technically introduce a name to each of the trim tools, and as well as you're going to introduce the new trimming methods also. So let's see what are the trimming methods and what are the technical name for each of that which we have learned already. Let's jump into different types of trimming. So the first one which we are going to see is roll edit. To see and apply the roll edit, we need to select the trim tool which is available in this tool menu. I'm going to select that. This is the trim tool. The shortcut key for trim tool is T. Either you can press on T or you can click on this tools menu and select trim tool. So now if you see, my cursor is in a different shape which shows that it is in trim tool. So now you have to decide where you want to trim. So the advantage of the trim tool is the overall project time duration remains same. So how that is going to achieve? Let's see that. So I'm going to place my cursor or the trim tool exactly at the middle of the cut. So that's here. Now I just need to click on my mouse button so that you see two handlers on both the clips are selected. Now I can either move to left or to the right. Do you see no clips are affected? Only these two clips are affected. If one of this clip is getting shortened, the other clip on the opposite side is getting extended. Another point to keep in mind, when you extend towards right, you can see that at a certain point it's not going. Why? Because you see a red border line over there in the first clip which shows that the clip's boundary is reached. No more extension or no more media is available for you to extend. So this is also one thing that you can keep in mind when you do the roll edit. Another thing that you can do with roll edit is, earlier video we have used a shortcut key called Shift X. This can be applied here. How? So if I wanted to move towards right, I do not need to hold it. Instead, I can just move my playhead and then just press Shift X. That will automatically adjust both the clips duration. Either it's going to trim or the other clip is going to extend it. So you can apply Shift X here in roll edit too. Next is slip edit. So what's mean by slip edit? Basically, slip edit allows you to adjust the start and end point of a clip simultaneously without affecting the clip's duration. Okay, it might be confusing. Let's see with an example. I'm going to select this clip. I'm just going to skim through this clip, and I decided that this clip is not really needed. In the sense, I need it just to show that there is a work happening. I decided to stop it here. I just only need a portion of it. What are the options for me now? If I just make a break here, I can just delete it. But deleting will ripple all the clips towards left, which I don't want. I wanted to keep my timeline safe and secure. So I'm going to do Command Z. So what is the next option that I have? There comes the slip edit. Let's see how we are going to do the slip edit. To do the slip edit, I'm just going to click on trim tool, and then just I come over here at the end of the clip, and then I press on the button, and then you see that I'm just moving my cursor so that what happens, the clip which I do not want is getting erased, and this is the maximum distance that I can make because a red borderline appears now. So now what happened? The end result is, if you see this clip, I just only have a few seconds of this clip comes up in this section, and then immediately it will switch to the next clip. So this clip got extended and this clip's duration got trimmed, and you see that the overall time is not changed at all. So again, if you wanted to see it, I'm going to select the trim tool. I'm going to select it here. Just make sure I'm just middle of the cut point, and then hold the button, and then I can move it towards right so that the first clip got extended and the second clip got trimmed. But you need to remember that you need to have enough media to do the slip edits to the desired location that you want. Because in this case, if you see, this is the maximum that you can do the slip edit, because red color borderline appears, which shows that there is no much media to extend. So this is slip edit, and slip edit do not change the overall timeline, and slip edit allows you to change the start and end point of any clip without affecting the overall duration. Again, you might be remembering the previous videos which we have done with comma and period. Basically at that video we were doing the slip edits. Even you can apply the slip edits here. I'm going to change it to selection tool. Now if I select comma or period, you see that it's just taking effect, and actually speaking slip edit is happening because you see that this clip is moving towards left and the overall duration is not changing. And if I do period, the clip starts to move towards right. Basically it's the same effect of the slip edit. When you do the trim edit, you might have noticed that there are two screens that showing up in your viewer. You can see both clips view, and the adjustments that we are making is shown up here so that you can take a decision where you want to stop your trimming. Now next editing method is named as slide edit. As always, we need to select the trim tool here. I have selected the tool. Now you need to select on option key on your keyboard. Now you see the cursor has got changed, and then just hold it and then you can move around. You can just move the clips towards left or right. Clips that you're moving is not getting affected, but you see that the adjacent clips on other two sides of this clip is affected by this movement. So this is called slide edit. Next one which we are going to look at is split edit. Split edit is mainly useful when you shoot an interview or a conversation. Because in some scenes you might have seen that before getting the video of the interview, you might hear the sound which is coming first. Then it takes you to the video. In such a scenario, this editing is useful. So what do I mean by all of this? Let us go and see it. So here we have a clip. If you play it around, you have a conversation between two persons. Say for example, if you wanted to begin the conversation, the audio of the conversation begins first before you showcasing this video, you can do that in split edit. So let's see how we are going to do it. First thing is to separate this audio from the video. So how are we going to do that? You just need to double click on the waveform which is located beneath the video. So I'm going to double click on it. You see that it got just separated from the video. So if you double click again on it, it will attach back to its video. So first is to separate. Let's double click and just get it separated. Now you see that the audio and video got detached, but it's still in sync with the video. Now what you need to do is you are going to do a roll edit only on the video. So we are going to snap our cursor to the beginning or the start point of this clip, and then clicking on the mouse, and then I'm going to just roll it. When you roll it, you see that the video is getting trimmed and the audio remains intact. Next, you can separate the audio from this clip. Let's click on this video and then just do Ctrl S so that the audio of this clip is also got separated. You need to just drag the audio towards here. So you see that the audio of this clip is trimmed. And now if you play, the construction sound just getting stopped over here, and then begins the conversation, and slowly you can just see the person comes into the video. So this is what split edit means. Basically it's just splitting the audio and video, and the audio track can be played in advance before the video of the interview or the conversation. And at any point of time, if you feel that the audio overlapping is good, you can drag the audio towards right and then just make the overlapping beautiful, so that slowly the sound of the construction ends and then the conversation begins here. But still there are so many sound techniques which we can apply on this clip to make it more blended towards the conversation, which we can do. And if you wanted to collapse, you just need to double click on this clip, and if you want to collapse this too, you can just double click. That's all about the different types of edits in this video. So practice it and try to remember the names so that you can use it professionally.